Views from the Chair podcast, man. We back another week. How was the weekend, man?
Oh yeah, got a bunch of stuff. Weekend was good, man. It just felt so fucking long.
Yeah.
It felt so long, so fucking long. Such a long weekend, man. Ah,
Just a long weekend. All right, yeah.
what? I forget what the fuck happened Thursday, but I don't feel like I was working. I did something I can't remember. I got so much fucking shit to do, dog. It's kind of like boggling, and I need to call you to give you a story off air. A fucking Thursday, because Thursday I'm going to the Phillies game at work, right? And then Friday my flight leaves at 6 a.m. to go to Denver for my buddy's wedding. My car broke down on Friday, so all the shit I thought I was gonna be able to do, like run around, get clothes, so I haven't done any of it. I just got my car back today. So tomorrow I have 3 client visits. I need to go get my haircut, and I need to go get clothes.
Busy day, man. Busy guy.
I'm fucked. With that, I'm just fucking miserable. So anyway, Friday I went down to Jersey Shore for a motherfucking a work event, right? When I got down there, my car battery light came on and shit. And my boss was like, "Yeah, that shit sounds weird." And I was like, "Yeah, I agree." So I do my little work event, come back. It's fucking like a monsoon, rain and shit. And that bitch just starts having a little seizure, lights on, everything's flashing and shit. I'm like, oh, let me pull over, it doesn't start. I'm like, wow, it's like fucking 90 degrees outside. My car doesn't start. I'm an hour and a half away from Delaware, hour and 25 away from Philly. Fucking, I don't have AC now because I have no power, but it's mad rainy out. So I'm either going to get wet or I'm going to sweat to death. There's only 2 options here, bud. There's only 2 options. So you know what I did, John? I did both. I said there's 2 awful options. Let me get a little of both. A little of both. So I stepped my stupid ass outside. I'm watching some TV. This 1:30, dog. Call it fucking roadside assistance. They say, you know what? Roadside assistance only covers 20 miles. We're going to have to charge you for the extra 46. Easy 300 for the tow. Eat a fucking dick. What a Friday. I said, I don't give a fuck what it costs. All right. Just get me the fuck out of here.
Right.
And everybody knows I hate Jersey. I hate fucking Jersey. I hate Jersey. I don't know if there's a real reason why I hate it. I don't know if there's anything logical about it. I don't fucking know. But I do know
Jersey feel the same way about Delaware.
That's fine. I do know I hate fucking Jersey. I hate being there. I hate the bugs. I hate the people. I hate the swag. I hate the roads. I hate everything about it. I hate that I could be broken down in Jersey and there's nothing within walking distance. There's nothing in walking distance. There's nothing.
There's nothing. Boonies.
Bumblefuck. Finally, they're like, we're going to get a tow truck right the fuck out there, dude. Don't even worry. It's 1:30. The tow truck doesn't get there till 5:15.
Art piece.
5:15. I get in the tow truck. My man's nice guy. He comes out of that bitch. He's like, oh, your car is dead. I'm going to have to override it to get it into neutral. But I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos.
Damn.
At that point, I said, maybe you could watch some YouTube videos on how to fucking kill me as well.
Damn.
Nah, I'm not going to do the dark jokes. I got to do it. Nice enough kid, though. We got in the car. He asked if I minded if we rolled up, and then he rolled it up. Rolled up a little loud blunt. He got fried. Smoked some blunts.
Fried on the job.
Yeah, got a little fried. We chatted it up. Stopped at my brother Richie's house, and then went to a friend's house afterwards. It was nice.
Right.
Saturday, I went golfing and went to a friend's house afterwards. That was nice as well.
Shout out to the friends, man.
Shout out to the friends.
Just one, my bad.
You ever, that's happy. You ever cut a motherfucking grass and they only had you ever cut grass with an electric mower?
Yes, not the best experience.
I'm talking about one that plugs in.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Is that not the fucking stupidest shit you've ever used in your life, dog? A plug-in mower?
Yeah.
A plug-in mower.
I didn't know they still made them for real.
What the fuck is that, dog? What the
Yeah,
fuck is that?
that's awkward. That's like vacuuming your grass.
Yeah, it was just the worst. The worst. Played some golf. Um. Oh, Sunday I went to my sister's baby's party. I saw my dad for the first time in years. That was interesting. Nice guy. Um, and then I went and kayaked with Teddy, which I saw Teddy in real time do what he does to me all the time.
Which is what?
Which is his phone was dead and his sister was calling me for something, right? To talk to him. And before he gets my phone, he goes, "Yeah, how much time we got on these Johns still?" And I'm like, "Oh, we probably go on like 30." He's like, "All right, bet." And she was like, "Yeah, so what time you got, blah, blah?" He was like, "Well, we leaving here in 10." And I was
Oh shit.
like, this motherfucker really just be lying for no fucking reason. Like, this shit is crazy. And then Monday I went golfing again. It was a good weekend all around. Good weekend.
Yeah, not bad.
Hey, you can do your weekend recap first. Yeah, go.
Nah, so Friday I ain't really do too much. Stayed in binge watch Black Mirror.
Oh, you didn't do anything on Friday? That's fucking crazy.
Nah, that's why I was saying you had to probably double called or something. I would have picked up, but what's Friday?
Left for Dead.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, I didn't do shit Friday. Watch Black Mirror. Underwhelming. I ain't gonna say underwhelming. I'll say they dropped 5 episodes. I'll give it 3 out of 5 was good. The other 2 they could have did something else with them. But we can talk about that later if we want. Saturday went out to dinner. Are you a fan of the fancy restaurants, quote unquote?
I think 2 parts of it. The food, no.
Mm-hmm.
Very little times have I went somewhere and I was like, damn, this food's amazing. You know, it's somewhat fancy though. The boat place, here, their food was really good. But I like the experience of it. You know, like the
I think that's what it all is.
Yeah, the decorations, the little music, like the little lowered lights and shit. Everybody's dressed up. I like that part. The food, the portions are just not like.
What I'm learning is that's an American thing.
Like, what is that though? Like,
what I'm learning, that's an American thing. That portion shit, because we, I guess, supposedly overeat. So we be wanting the biggest fucking amount of food we could get, even though we gonna take the shit home. But we still want all that shit, especially if we paying top tier dollars. But
yeah, if I got $100 fucking plate, I want it to look like $100 plate. That's fucking 7 pizzas.
Yeah. So we went there. It was all right. Sunday had a Father's Day / Juneteenth barbecue. That was cool. Got up with the fam. That's always a good time. Me and my baby ran the spades table as usual. Kind of crazy how nice we are in spades. And then yesterday I got on the grill.
Nice, man.
Yeah. So I'm perfecting my grill skills. Did some.
I do not remember getting an invite yesterday. That is crazy.
Lemon pepper wings and barbecue wings on the grill. Turned out pretty good, man. I'm proud of myself.
Speaking of babies, look like you had a little social media announcement over the weekend, huh?
Yeah.
That's good.
You know, posted her pregnancy pictures.
Wow.
Baby on the way.
What a
if you
blessing.
didn't know already.
What a blessing.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a double whammy for Father's Day for me.
What a blessing.
Lots of babies in the world, man.
I didn't even see if you reposted or not.
I don't think I did. I did not.
Such a low key guy.
I did not. I did.
Such a low key guy.
Shout out to the baby though, man. I can't wait.
You know what I do? You know what I do love about girls is though, like they really be hyping their friends up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like shit, we don't get. Not that we don't give a fuck about, but like if you post a baby announcement, like I'm not gonna quote it and be like, "Yeah, bro, welcome to the pop club." Like,
because I'm like, all right, so I'm going to repost the picture. She was like, "You repost it." Like, you know what's fucked up? It ain't no way for a dude, like a cool way for a dude to announce they having a baby.
Nah.
Like what do we do? Like,
oh, I got some ways.
Ultrasound or like.
I've got some cool ways planned
to post your baby.
Yeah.
To like tell everybody.
Yeah, we got some baby announcements.
What's one of the ways that you're not gonna use?
Tell you, dog. It's so good.
You said you got cool ways. That's plural. So
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, what's one of
I
the
might have multiple. Who knows?
multiple announcements?
Yeah. What if I have multiple kids? I mean, an announcement for everyone.
Yeah, I guess that's just me and social media. Like, I was like, okay, well, I mean, if you know, type of shit. It's not like I'm not gonna post them when you get here, but
Like maybe like one of them, like when the baby just comes out, I'll just post a pic of me holding it.
that's different. I'm saying before the fact.
I don't know if I would tell anybody before.
That's what I'm saying. I had no intentions on telling anybody.
Like, it would just be like, boom, he's here.
Yeah, that's the whole game plan. Or, yeah, I mean, I'm not the most active on social media, but when you do get here, that's probably how it'll be. Just like, boom, here we go.
No, girls,
motherfuckers, like, yeah.
Girls be like, yes, look at the baby. Check my girl out having babies.
Yeah, and I'm not about to post my picture.
Yeah,
I'll be belly all out and shit on my gram, like, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know if I was supposed to like it or not.
I mean, it's a pregnancy picture or whatever, but I'm like, my picture, but they can wait. We do like a maternity shoot or something. I'm like, all right,
yeah, I'd probably wait for the maternity shoot. That'd probably be my announcement.
Yeah, I keep that shit for the stories. I think I'm retired from posting on the main page.
I'm so fucking thirsty. Sounds like a good weekend, man.
Yeah, man, it was pretty cool.
Fucking babies.
Oh man, you see Ja Morant back in the news.
I'm so over Ja Morant, dog.
I think all of us are over Ja Morant.
You know,
25-game suspension.
Wasn't even that much.
Nah, and I thought it would be worse. Apparently, he sent the league a picture of his. Supposedly, the gun he had in the second video was a lighter. But I think everybody has the same question. Why do you have a fucking lighter gun? I don't think that's the smartest thing to have in that instance. And why would you think we thinking it's a lighter and not a gun?
Well, yeah. You know what I completely forgot about today, and I was just thinking about it, and I was going, remember Miles Bridges?
Yeah, didn't play at all last year.
What's wrong with these guys?
I don't know, man. They get the bag, they flip the fuck out. They too young. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Like I said on the other pod, if I was Zion with all that money, I would have probably did the same shit. Try not to get caught up like he did, but
it sounds like Zion's on the trading block now too, which is a crazy turn of events after 3 years.
Yeah. One other thing on Josh shit. Is Nike hypocrites for sticking with him?
They still I thought they weren't selling his shit anymore.
Nah, Nike put out a statement talking about Ja Morant, why they gonna stick with him. And it was just wild to me how they sticking with him but said fuck Kyrie. Nike said, we are pleased that Ja is taking accountability and prioritizing his well-being. We will continue to support him on and off the court. End of statement.
Dude, honestly, I'm over all of the basketball guys.
No, that shit.
I don't. I just don't like. I don't. Yeah. On a scale of who did worse, Kyrie or Ja, I think it's pretty obvious that it's Ja.
Yeah.
But I think Nike was kind of like, I don't know. I guess it's still easier to predict what Ja's going to do. Like Kyrie, just don't know what's going to happen here. And I don't necessarily know Kyrie as the basketball player is worth the headache of endorsements anymore.
I mean, well, supposedly he's fielding offers from other brands and he's going to get another crazy bag. Supposedly talking to the Chinese brand, and I don't know how true I think the Chinese one is real, but I know Twitter has said Adidas is interested in Kyrie. But on the flip side of all that shit, did Kanye prove us that he was right about who's in charge?
Bro, I am not having that conversation. I'll tell you what I'm not doing, and that's having that. Drake.
Yeah. Oh, Kanye is right. Shit. Kanye ain't been right about a lot of shit, man. He's sleeping, but yeah. Good about that one.
Oh, bro, I tell you, the other day I pulled out a stopwatch just to make sure I still had it.
Goodness gracious. They got this man on mini subscription. In fact, I ain't never in my life been in the gym shooting jumpers, timing how long it takes.
Buddy, I had to see if I still had it or not, bro. That the confidence was starting to shake.
Goodness gracious. I would have got performance enhancing drugs, man.
It's good, man.
I'm getting performance enhancing drugs before I time my workout.
Turns out I can still run a full game, man. You just gotta really lock in. Just gotta really lock in.
Damn, Mamba mentality on the court is crazy. Yo.
But I tell you, I'm running full, and I'm looking on the sidelines just for something to take a little focus, and I am reading the back of a water bottle. Like I don't know I don't know the ingredients to water.
That is insane.
Newsflash.
Has the coach talk to you about your play? Is that why you bringing out stopwatches?
No, that's funny. Coach is really encouraging.
Like, yo, you're a little winded out here. You good?
Oh, it's funny though. After the stopwatch, the coach is like, "Man, that was a hell of a performance." And I'm
trying to figure out how you even finesse getting a stopwatch on the court. Like, they got no pockets and shit, right? Like, I don't understand, like, how you stopping this stopwatch.
Like, you already have no.
Huh?
That's too much. Yeah. Nice, buddy. Nice. Kanye.
Good game, coach. Yeah, man. Back to the court, man. You see, they suspended Mariah Mills' Twitter.
Did that happen this morning?
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was kind of crazy how much she going in to the point where she had the NBA.
You can't publicly extort somebody.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, and
that's
she keeps bringing up lawsuit.
That's a felony.
I'm like, what is going to be the lawsuit in this situation? That you got a heart broke? Like, I'm not understanding her angle on this situation. It make you feel bad for Zion at the end of the day. Like, you stop even caring about what she's talking about. You like, damn, she fucking trying to destroy this motherfucker, and it's like over what wasn't your man. I feel like that's established.
You can't say NBA trade Zion right now, or I'm going to release his sex tape.
And then, even though he's in the middle of being traded, what it seems like, imagine him getting traded and people saying, oh, he got traded because of her. And it's like, all right. I win. He got traded because of me. She's doing all that.
You already know all that shit's coming.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like a lose-lose for Zion. Like, and Zion seemed like the jolliest motherfucker. And it's just, I mean, to me, I don't feel like none of this should be brought up on sports talk shows, sports TV. I don't think it is. I haven't really watched lately, if they have or haven't talked about it. But I would hope they keep this type of shit out of First Take and all that, none of that shit. I don't think they would bring it up. But if they do, I think that's a little distasteful because that's some personal shit going on. But I guess we'll see how it turn out. Saying Zion to Portland, I don't know. Listen to Bill Simmons the other day. Maybe.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk. Yeah, you like Bradley Beal on the Suns?
No.
You know, it's funny. I was listening to Bill, and they were really shitting on Beal, and that's where I think like sometimes the NBA like people overthink shit a little too much.
I thought they had valid points.
I don't.
Why not?
Because they were all talking like, yo, is Bradley Beal that good of a player? Like, what exactly do we know Bradley Beal? We know Bradley Beal is an elite third option. If Bradley Beal's your third option, that is elite. There's no – think of third options in the NBA right now and tell me who's better.
I think their main thing is He's the third option making $50 million a year.
But if you take salary away from it, because they're talking about usage rates and is he going to be able to play off and can he play defense and so and so, so and so, is he actually a good player? Well, he's an all NBA player. And if he's your third option, then who's a better third option?
Would you say Aaron Gordon was a better third option in Denver?
No.
I feel like, to me,
I wouldn't say
it fits, man. It fits. And what is he doing? If you got KD and Devin Booker on average 25 plus, what do we need Brad Beal here for? If you're not 3 and D,
maybe he could average that 19 Bosch averaged.
But is it 19 and 11 that Bosch average, or is it 19?
I think it's 19, 5 and 5, and he's taking the wing matchup.
I don't know. I don't think I'm not the expert on Beal, but is Beal the lockdown defender that?
That's the other shit I didn't understand either. Is they were acting like he doesn't play defense or he didn't play defense. He has in a couple years, but in the last 3 years he's been the only offensive guy on the court.
Yeah, but even when he wasn't the only offensive option, we knew John Wall as the defensive guy on the team. They had Trevor Ariza as the defensive guy on the team.
Here's the other shit they were like. He's not a shooter. He's not that good of a shooter. On his career, he's 37% on 6 attempts a game.
Yeah, but then they did the last 2 years and it was like 35.
Well, it's 30 and 36 and a half.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but if you look at his whole career, now he's going to have wide open looks.
The only bright spot I feel like for Brad Beal in Phoenix is if he got a connection with Ray Allen, ask Ray Allen what he did with the Celtics, and he plays that role. That would be, to me, the only thing. And I don't know why they didn't correlate the two when they was on the podcast, but they talked about Ray Allen like later in the pod, and I feel like that would be the only thing that could.
No, they were talking about that.
Smooth it out. But again, I just don't see where the defense is going to come from with the Suns. I don't know what point guard they're going to get.
Booker's a better defender than people realize. He just doesn't lock in. And I think KD, we all know KD's an elite defender when he wants to be. Yeah. The only concern with the Suns is, like, KD's a little health hazard, and he's getting older. Like, and we just keep assuming all these guys are going to be like LeBron and just age till they're 40. And that's not historically the case.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm a big KD fan, but I did think him and Devin Booker would have been able to beat the Nuggets without Chris Paul. I was wrong, but yeah, I feel like if this was KD from 2017, it's not even a question if they beat the Nuggets.
Chris Paul was out.
I don't even think they needed them. Devin Booker and KD, that's a top 5 and a top 15 player.
Is this the end of Chris Paul being a starter somewhere?
I think Chris Paul is going to be in a Laker jersey next year.
And like I'm looking at him at the Jason Kidd Mavericks role.
That's all he got to do.
That's what I'm thinking.
9, 8.
Yeah, like 11 and 5.
A steal and a half.
11 and 5. Clutch
Under
shot.
2 turnovers, you good.
Yep, that's what I think.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be in a Laker uniform next year, playing for the low, just to say fuck everybody. I'm gonna go get this chip, and we're gonna keep this shit moving.
I think it'll be one of those LA jerseys.
If he goes back to the Clippers, I'll be a little disappointed, man. Go play with Brian, man. Go get that ring, because they were so fucking close. And I know they looking at that shit like, we couldn't beat these motherfuckers. Every game was close. We couldn't beat them. And then they beat the Heat. Like, that was their ring. That's another one. That's like, Brian should have what? He should have 6 right now. He should have got that Mavericks one. He should have got this one. I ain't gonna lie. They should have beat them motherfuckers, man. Yeah, they was good, but I feel like they just didn't play hard enough to me. And the Maverick or the Nuggets won even more.
Can you sleep at other people's houses?
That's random. Yeah. You can't. Why?
I just haven't got sleep in like 5 fucking days because it doesn't matter if it's my mom's, anybody's. I just cannot sleep in.
Well, I don't normally voluntarily sleep at other people's houses. It's normally like a responsible thing. So it's like more so like, okay, I'm here, I'm drunk, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm here, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Falling asleep by accident is funny too. That's always a good one.
That's probably the best.
Yeah, that is. Especially if
The
you're on a
movies I should do, I'll say that's probably the best.
That's nice. Have you been keeping up with Titanic Sub shit?
Somebody at work told me about it earlier, but it was
That
pretty
it?
quick.
Is that it? You're not like locked in on this?
Nah, he just told me that this shit is
Mind-boggling.
missing and they
It's not.
fucking using the controller to control the shit.
It's
And they all signed a waiver if they die, okay.
if you die, you die.
Yeah.
It's nuts. You got to see the clip, bro. It's the first 5-person submarine. It's mad fucking small, and it basically you sign up and it drops down to the depths of the ocean to see the wreckage left of the Titanic. Tickets are $250,000 a person. They're taking a tour of this shit. All there really is this little hole with the. I don't know if you've ever been to a hospital. Well, obviously you have, but I don't know if you've ever had to like been bedridden and they give you like this little thing you can piss in. It's got a little handle on it. Speaking of that, dude, remember when my appendix ruptured and I had a catheter? Oh my god, man, you've never had a worse time. A worse time. They put like this tube. They put a little like needle in the top. They stick that shit right in your meat, dog. Right up the hole. Stick that shit right in the fucking hole, dog. Right up your dick hole. They do it. And I was like 14. I was still growing at the time. The nurse was bad.
Yeah, that's a bad job.
She was like, "Can you like?"
This motherfucker said I was still growing at the time.
It wasn't done yet, bro. If I run into her right now, I'm whipping it out.
Out here, she's out here
for sure. So, man, it's even worse when they pull it out.
I couldn't imagine.
It's even worse. Jesus, Paul.
That's definitely a big pause. Shout out to Trav. Big pause. Big pause.
When they pull the catheter out, dog, shit feels crazy. Anyway, they basically have this little ass fucking Gatorade bottle with a handle to pee in down there. It's 5 people. It's the size of a minivan. It's one button operation. You hit it and it submerges all the way to the bottom, and then they control the cameras and most of the steering with an off-brand PlayStation control.
That's some bullshit.
It doesn't have to get tested for regulations, anything. It's just this guy who made this concept and they did it. So 5 people, all millionaires, some billionaires, are after an hour and a half, they lose contact. They've been looking for him since Monday morning. I think it was like, I forget, a certain amount of air. I was just checking it out at 4 o'clock when I got home. They had 40 hours of air left.
I think it's how they gonna save him.
They'd have to pull him up.
With what?
And here's the other shit, bro. I mean, I'm sure they can pull him up.
At the bottom of the fucking ocean.
Bro, here's the other shit too is like even if it came back up, it's locked from the outside. So they would still suffocate.
So who
somebody else somebody would have to find them. Like if they hit the emergency and they're floating somewhere, it's over. They still suffocate.
Could you imagine the panic? They might be having the time of their life in that shit. But could you imagine the panic being stuck in there with 5 people?
They're not having the time of their life. You got to see the video.
I guess if comms went out, yeah, that's pretty solid.
You got to see the video. Mine's like, it's not like they're taking food down there and shit. They think this shit's a 3-hour trip. They've been down there 2.5 days.
What could you be thinking in there? Why would you sign up for that?
At this point, it would be a mutual suicide for me.
How are you doing it?
I think, like, I don't know, like, all of us choke. Pause. I don't know. There we go.
Goodness gracious. Hey, yo.
I know. I'm coming in hot over this weekend.
Nah, fuck that. Why? Yeah, I'm not understanding. Can you see outside of it? That's the first time I ever seen this man phone ring and he starts smiling. But I'm gonna let you live. Good game, coach. Oh my gosh.
Oh my dog.
Oh my gosh. I handle that.
It's my fucking it's
yeah. Yeah.
My boss.
Yep. That's what they call them nowadays.
Bro,
yeah.
Yeah, to Travis's point, you couldn't pay me the $250 to go down there.
No. Why?
5 guys in what is equivalent to a minivan submerging with one button that goes down. And here's the other point is, if they're going all the way down and they're really just going down that bitch just to look, on TV screens, pretty much. Why not just do it remotely?
That's what I was about to say. Was there windows?
There was one window on the front, and it was mad small.
And in the dark as shit?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure they have giant flashlights on it.
That shit just sound like an L from the rip. But, I mean, from a creative person perspective and I guess an inventor, that seemed like something that you could probably think you could pull off if you're smart enough. And I'm pretty sure they weren't dumb people that's down there. It wasn't probably like the average Joes down there, was it?
They were all like, I mean, shit's 250, dog, so it's got to be something.
Shit.
They got to know how to do something.
Yeah, nah, that ain't it, man.
Here's my other thing, too. It's like, I like shipwrecks and shit. There's nothing really you can see that hasn't been discovered about that shipwreck down there. They already have the tours. You can go on YouTube right now and watch what the fuck you just saw. I get it would be experience, but if you're submerging, because you got to think how much pressure of water that is. If there's any kind of fold, they're just collapsing, just crushing.
And I'm thinking, like, is it a treasure hunt or they're literally just going to look?
No, it's like a tour. It's just a tour.
Nah. And then they got you signing waivers for death. That's a little different. Like,
you gotta do that shit for everything, bro.
These guys got families.
I'm sure. Yeah, the one's son already posted and said he confirmed that his dad was one of them stuck in there.
Come on, man. We got better shit to do. We got better shit to do than that. We got kids.
I don't know. If I'm rich though, I do like shipwreck and shit like that. If it was a legit submarine, I'd go on that bitch.
That's what I'm saying. But are you signing a death waiver to go on it?
You gotta do death waivers for everything, though, bro. You gotta do death waivers. You want to go zip lining, like motherfucker. I'm signing waivers when I go.
I'm not zip lining though.
I promise you sign quite a few death waivers in your day, buddy.
I don't think they said it. Maybe for a surgery. Other than that, I don't think I signed no damn death waivers.
You probably signed a death waiver just to play in a basketball league.
That's fucked up. I need to know that.
You for sure did.
I don't remember signing no waiver though to play.
Sure, yeah, you did. Every joint you sign up, you gotta sign up. You click, boom, click.
That's fucked up. They gotta put that on there.
You gotta do that shit when you go to open gyms.
If you die?
Yeah, anything.
Well, why would you be sued if you die in a gym?
That's motherfucking. If you go up for a layup and fall wrong, smack your head and die, now all of a sudden your parents could come in and say it's because they didn't mop the floor properly, the wood wasn't right. Pause. Mad shit just could happen, dog.
That's crazy today.
I don't know what the fuck is happening, dog. I'm just old and horny now. Shit is bad, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Nothing but fucking pauses all the time. Pauses and dick jokes. I'm turning into such a white in my old age, man.
Hey, man.
That's tough. You know, also, like, when you interracially date as much as me, like, you don't realize, like, how many, like, words, like, people don't use that aren't white.
Like,
you ever tell somebody, like, nice tits?
No.
Yeah. Well, didn't know.
No.
Right there, yo.
I'm big titties, but not tits.
Nice tits, yo. No?
No, never. Never tits.
Got nothing. Yeah.
Only time I think I used tits was when y'all did the tits out for the boys chant. That's about it. But in my vocabulary, no, not tits.
They always come out for the boys, don't they?
No. No, that's actually funny because also you probably over the past 2-3 years you heavy on the buddy.
Buddy?
Like, heavy on the buddy, yeah.
My buddy's been forever now. That shit's probably like the past 6 or 7.
Maybe.
I got that.
I noticed it probably 2-3. I'm like, golly, this man's buddy though.
Wait till you say that shit to a girl after you fucked.
Oh my gosh. Good game, buddy.
Shit was lit, bud.
Nah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Tickle bitties, as Trav said, that's the thing. But never the tits.
Nice tits.
That's crazy. Man, did you listen to Gunna album?
You know I didn't.
No?
I actually was around a lady the other day and she was playing it and I'm like, we don't gotta listen to this shit, yeah.
Damn.
She was
Is
like,
that with Gunna?
I don't give a fuck if he told or not. Shit is a slap. It's like, I can't say nice tits, but you can listen to a rap. Got it. Nah. I was just never going out of my way to listen to Gunna in the first place, bro. So I'm definitely not.
That's what happened to me. Everybody was saying Gunna album's great, Gunna album's good, blah, 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 blah. I'm a music head. I like music.
I did see it sold 80,000, so that was one of my topics for this week. Was once again, for the millionth time, nobody cares about street rules anymore. It's over.
But also, I feel like his quote unquote rat talk is controversial.
Because we don't know if he's
From
really.
point of view, everybody says no. You said YSL was a gang and it's a record label. That's telling. Other side point of view is, oh, but the judge and the lawyers and whoever else says this can't be used in Thug's case, so it's not. So it's like, what side of the coin do you fall on? That's one part of the thing.
Yeah, there's a few things in life you don't want to be like have it debatable.
Nah, that's definitely one.
Rats, raping. You don't want anything to be a mixed ground there.
But yeah, I turned the Gunna album on, listened to the first two songs, and he's not dodging the topic at all. Me and my cousin talked about it. He's definitely not dodging the topic. But I got to the second song, third song about to start. And, you know, I'm a big fan of music. But I'm sitting here like, I don't even listen to Gunna. Like, before this shit. Like, I listen to Thug. I listen to Gunna if he on Thug shit. I listen to Gunna if he on Baby shit. But I've never just, like, went to a Gunna album and was like, I'm going to play Gunna. And I got to the third song, like, I don't even listen to Gunna. And I turned it off. Not because he was a quote-unquote rat or people saying he told or whatever it is. It was just, I don't even listen to him. So why am I forcing this shit? Granted, the music sound good. I ain't going to sit here and say it don't. But it's just not somebody I listen to. So, yeah, it sounded all right. I ain't going to lie. But, yeah, I just never was a Gunna fan. I don't know.
Yeah, I never listened to Gunna. You know who likes Gunna? Shane.
Yeah, I mean, he's very melodic.
Shane likes Gunna. Monty put me on to him years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, check out Gunna and not Young Chris. And I was like, oh, because I thought he was talking about Young Chris.
You thought he was Young Chris?
Well, he was like, yeah, check out the new Gunna track. And he was like, I'm not talking about Young Chris before you say it, you freak. Also, Shane called me last week and said that I hide our friendship. And whenever we hang out, I don't announce it on the podcast. So it's Shane's birthday. So happy birthday, Shane, not hiding our friendship.
Where do you get that from?
He's a weirdo.
Like it's well known that Shane is one of your closest friends.
I don't know. He's such a weirdo. He was like, bro, when me, you, and John and Bree went out, you didn't even talk about it on the pod or say you were hanging out with me. I'm like, dog, I don't talk about every fucking night I go out in detail.
Man, that's fucked up.
He's a weird fella.
I ain't gonna say weird.
Weird fella.
Damn. Yeah, I feel like it's well known Shane, one of your closest friends, I would assume.
I don't know if I would say one of my closest. But...
Oh my gosh, see, this is where you get the narrative from. This is where you get the fucking narrative from. What happened about the time Shane came home and you wasn't hanging out with him?
Top 20, man. Top 20 for sure. Top 20.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Come on,
yeah, you're Siri always. Definitely a top 20 guy. Like if MySpace had a top 24, he'd be up there.
We were talking 24 is crazy.
Yeah, we were talking about my wedding party, and he was like, "Well, I better be before so and so," and I'm like, I don't know.
I had to guess
12.
No, Shane was 4.
4? Nah,
you're fucking lying.
not a shot.
All right, these are shots at Shane. Shane, I'm not in it.
4? That's not a shot.
I'm not even in it.
How would it be 4? It just couldn't be.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've got you, Bree, and Big Dill at 3.
Okay.
Where do I go with 4? It's a good question.
Sounds right to me. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe Brandon Witt? Johnny? Do I put Johnny in there just to slight him?
Shane's going to fucking kill you.
I don't know. Definitely Teddy. I put Teddy in front of him. Rennie? Oh, just number 3 at Kyle's wedding. I don't know. CJ? Stuff, man. Stuff. I don't know.
Oh, man, I ain't got nothing to do with this, man.
Richie, maybe. Richie, I don't know.
My bad for bringing it up, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. He'd definitely be. He'd crack that top 14 for sure.
It's fucked up.
Top 14.
What is a feasible, respectable wedding party size?
I've been thinking about it for me, and I think 10.
Gosh.
Yeah, if I do it, I think it would have to
I feel
be.
like that's so much.
Yeah. I think I was trying to crack it down to 8, and I was like, that's going to be tough.
Yeah. I've been talking about it, and I say 4, 5 max.
Hmm.
5 max. But do you feel like this is a rule that you have to match what your girl has? Or could it be lopsided?
If I hypothetically had a girl, I would say I don't think she has as much friends as me, so I don't know how we're gonna do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So on either side, whoever got more, are you on the filler side? Like, will you go get fillers like, oh, this person, blah, blah, you could just be in it?
I honestly think I'm just gonna have to pick one person and call it a day.
Sheesh. That's tough.
Yeah, then I'm just gonna have to pick one person and call it a day.
That's tough. That's tough.
Because I don't know who's gonna match 10. And I could do 12.
I mean, you'd be surprised if girls got siblings and cousins and shit.
They don't be having them now. It's crazy shit.
Sounds particular. Well, we could move on if you want.
They having them. They don't be having them.
All right. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Kanye was right.
Right along.
Taxstone got 25 years.
35, man.
35? God damn.
Take him. Well, they ain't tried.
Before we move on, I was joking, Shane. Don't fucking cry. You'd be a top 5 guy for sure. Maybe. You'd be top 7 guy for sure. All right, Taxstone.
Yeah, they did Tax crazy, man. They did. I ain't see the trial, so I don't know how much evidence they actually had. But he has been tweeting frequently, and I think he came to grips that he's gonna be sitting there for a fucking while. And
so he got charged with assault against Troy Ave and then the murder of the other guy.
I don't even know if it was murder. It might have been manslaughter.
I think it was manslaughter. That's what it was. You're right.
Where are they giving out 35 years for manslaughter? When has that been a thing? What's the football player that walked away with probation for manslaughter? Dante Stallworth?
Yeah, but that was a car accident. That was manslaughter. There's different degrees of manslaughter.
Is it?
I think it's because Tax is like a 2-time felon already.
I'm hitting with a 3-striker.
So he's got his 3rd strike, and he's got his 3rd strike with a assault with a deadly weapon. So, I mean, especially in New York, that's good enough for 35.
That's a salty one right there. I know that one hurts.
And I'm not familiar enough with the case to know who deserved what.
I think that's why I'm kind of don't have much to say because I don't know the evidence that was presented. I don't know if any of it made sense, but it wasn't, I guess, a highly televised trial. Like, you've been keeping up with the Melly trial, which
Dude, I have been starting to keep up with that because I actually like Melly.
Never listened to him.
See, I like that Murder on My Mind song before he got jammed up with it, and then he's got the Mixed Personality song, and then I just started going to his artist page, and he's like Gunna to an extent. He's just really good with the melodies and the melodic shit, and the drag in the voice and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So I always followed it, and I like the murder mystery shit. So when he did get jammed up, I started deep diving. His little brother's actually pretty good too. And he's part of that. What was it? The management group that had King Von, so and so. It's like 7 or 8 different artists that got jammed up on that management group.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's got a real good shot at a mistrial. And I think the judge is supposed to make a decision today or tomorrow.
Denied it.
Denied it?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's going to beat it, but it went from open and shut to like, there's a shot here.
Yeah, I think it was Friday or maybe Thursday. And I was just, that was the first day I deep dove into the trial. And I clicked all the videos. I watched all that shit. Or let it play in the background, I should say. And then hearing the prosecution ask these questions, because apparently Melly's ex-girlfriend's mom took the stand. Didn't want to. So she's up there. The judge is like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "No, not really." She was like, "Do you feel threatened?" She said, "Yeah, by you."
I saw that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a very interesting thing. And then apparently during that session, she's asking all these questions, same questions repeatedly. The lady's asking them. Then it gets to the point where Melly's defense is like, objection, objection, objection to everything. Judge is sustaining everything. Shit's starting to get out of control. Then they take a recess. Mind you, the jury's not even in the courtroom yet, I don't think, at this time. Maybe they are since she's on the stand. But then it gets to the point where Melly's defense asks for a mistrial, and I'm like, holy shit, this motherfucker about to get off on this.
Well, it's just it was just interesting because a lot of the evidence they were getting was getting thrown out because they didn't submit in time or they didn't do certain shit. And then, like, if he did get the mistrial, that would have been another thing like they really need to start addressing. Because what they do is like he's been booked 4 years, and if that would have just got thrown out like that, there would have been no reason for him to be in jail for 4 years. And like that's not what the courts. I guess it's because our courts and jails are so overpopulated and so, like everybody's booked for something. But like that's not what it's supposed to be. You're not supposed to sit for 4 years before you get a trial.
No, and it's what is it?
Speedy trial, yeah, whatever the fuck. Like it's supposed to be a year process. You go to John's, if that. Like it's bullshit if you are innocent, and I have no fucking idea what that guy's up to. Because it sounds like if he does beat it, it might be on some technicality shit.
In that case, you could look at what is his name? Khalif Browder?
Mm-hmm.
What he said for himself? Yeah. Just from being traumatized from jail.
Yep.
And he just sat for years and was innocent. And I mean, what could be worse than that, man? Like 3 years in jail for allegedly stealing a backpack.
A backpack, and you're a good kid, and now you're in Rikers Island, one of the most notoriously intense jails in the world.
Traumatized for life, so sick. You meet everybody.
You're on Central Park 5 kids.
Oh my gosh!
You're watching that, and that TV show, they're alluding to like rape and shit in there.
I don't know how they did it.
How the fuck am I supposed to get through that?
Well, they got paid.
Well, that's fine, but like, motherfucker, you can't pay me enough to get raped.
You can't pay me enough to sit in jail.
100%. Done it twice. It's awful.
Oh my gosh. For something you ain't do?
No, I couldn't imagine being stuck in jail for months, years on end, and knowing like, just hoping like, somebody's gonna figure this out and let me out.
But it's like some shit like I wasn't even fucking there. What is going on? Like you really like, it's no way I'm about to go to jail. Then they guilty. I'm really going to fucking jail for this shit? Oh my god.
What's it called? All that shit is weird. Also, what else was I gonna say? But yeah, it seems like a lot of this shit's getting thrown out. Like I think they had his Snapchat file where they had the murder weapon on the Snapchat file, but the judge threw it out because there was other prejudice within his Snapchat files and it couldn't influence the jury.
I mean, they said it wasn't the murder weapon because they never found a murder weapon.
Yeah, so they had.
How could you prove it?
They had a video of him which would have matched what the murder weapon would be, but the video also had other shit. Like it was an interesting John. Either way, victory for his lawyer for getting that thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
And if he did kill his 2 friends, scumbag. He should be in jail.
The thing that gets me is because I've done jury duty, and I couldn't imagine having a murder trial because that would be insane.
I don't trust my judgment to be correct enough to, because that's Florida too. Like I don't want to sentence somebody to life, right or wrong. I don't want to.
While you're in jury duty, right? They tell you don't look at media, don't read about this topic, don't do this, this, and this. Why the fuck would somebody be on trial for you in the jury? You hearing all this shit? Think about the temptation to just go to YouTube or go to Google, type this person's name in, and everything's up there. So yeah, the jury's not in when they talking about all this Snapchat shit, blah blah. And I feel like the prosecution knows that. So you go in, you present all this shit. No one is being taped. No one is going to be on YouTube. The jury's not in yet. Just to say, oh yeah, well here's the gun. Oh, it's thrown out. But if you're a juror, all you gotta do is to go to YouTube. It's right there. See everything you're not supposed to see. And human temptation is a motherfucker. You go and look. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's just a fucked up situation. So I mean, that it could have hurt, but I feel like I know what the prosecution was doing. Just get it out there. They'll see it. Boom. Here we go. Fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. What else you got?
Oh man, shit, that's damn near everything from my list.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
All right, man. Random thought. YK Osiris, is he a creep?
Okay, that's a good one.
Or was the situation red wrong?
That's a good one. And God, Meek, just shut the fuck up sometimes, buddy. Stay out of it. Fuck.
Damn.
It's okay to stay
It's
out of
always the people you love. You be like, why the
it.
fuck did
It's
you say
okay
that,
to
man?
sit this one out, bro. Just
Yeah.
sit this one out, bro. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Look, I get the whole shit where everyone's like, yo, Suki does this, Suki says this, Suki does this. I'm not a fan of the girl's not wearing any clothes, so she's asking to be raped. I've never bought into that logic. So
Right.
just because this lady raps about her being a thought, blah, blah, don't grab somebody's face and tongue them down unless that's your relationship.
Right.
It's just weird. It's weird, and maybe he read it wrong and he thought they were being flirty or whatever the fuck, but obviously she was upset about it.
I feel like at that level, you should have better judgment of what you're doing.
What are you doing?
You know, I would say 90% of these people, artists, are in character. Like, they different people when they not. The camera's rolling. She's being funny, like, oh, I'll do this to you, blah, blah. You wouldn't know, blah. She talking that shit. She's in character. Just say the shit back. You don't got nothing for blah. Whatever your little game is, say that shit back. You start massaging and then going in for the tongue down is crazy.
Shit is freaky, dog. I really think that shit. I think he was all the way in the wrong on that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, was Russell Simmons a creep?
Supposedly, I don't got no facts to back it up, so I'm not gonna say yeah, but he was definitely in the those Me Too talks, and then got the fuck out of Dodge, and we haven't heard from him since until the other day.
Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe that'll be a topic for next week. But yeah, YK Osiris needs to figure it out, man. That shit was I mean, he apologized.
He apologized, said he read the room wrong. Yeah, it wasn't, especially to do it on camera. It's kind of crazy.
And everybody there looked like he was being freaky.
Yeah, he went over to his man's laughing. His man's had the stone face, like, you wildin'.
He wants some freak shit. Maybe he was drunk. I don't know. I guess my random thought of the week was, you probably don't remember this, but it is extremely inconvenient to not have a car.
Yeah,
it's a whole different life to not have a car.
Yeah.
It's a whole different life, bro. It's a whole different lifestyle to not have a car. Then you ask them to borrow people's car or for a ride. You're Ubering around and shit. I'm driving my mom's car around all the time. Like, then I got to make sure it gets back to her so she can get to work. Like, I'm a little ass kid out here for fucking 5 days.
And I hate asking for shit, so I couldn't imagine having to ask for a car.
No, it's the worst. Or a ride. Like, yo, you want to pick me up?
Yeah.
And then if they say no,
yeah,
it's even worse.
Yeah, they like, why the fuck did I even call them?
Why did I even ask, yo? Why did I even ask you if I
guess yourself and shit? When you're doing what you're supposed to do,
yeah,
but you're just second guessing yourself, like, why the fuck would I ask that shit?
So fucking dumb. Yeah, so that's pretty much my random thought is first world problems, I suppose. But all right, I guess that's the pod.
All right, man. Until next time, Views from the Chair podcast.